Everyone tells you what to buy to get better at iRacing. Better wheel, better pedals, better chair, better setup. I spent $500 on that stuff, and you know what? None of it mattered. After about 1 year of grinding, I finally figured out now what it actually matters. And it costs $0. It's 4 things, 4 specific things, and if you get these right, you don't just succeed at iRacing, in my opinion, you actually enjoy it in the long run. Because here's the thing, most people have the gear, they have the wheel, the pedals, and the whole setup, but then they quit anyways, they don't get better. So what's the difference between the people who stay and the people who give up? It's not what they bought, it's what they brought. And that's what this video is about, so let me show you those 4 things. The first one is probably the one you'd never expect. It's not talent, it's not speed, it's not even patience. It's curiosity. And here's why curiosity matters more than anything else. Most drivers do the same thing. They pick one car, grind one series, chase one number, and then they hit a wall around 1500 iRating, 1600 iRating, whatever it is for them, they stop improving. Why? Because they stop asking questions. Why does this corner feel different? They don't ask, what would happen if I tried that car? What would happen if I brake a little later? What would happen if I let the weight of the car shift forward before braking, or accelerating before it shifts backwards? They don't try new things. They don't watch new track guides. They don't watch lap guides. They're just grinding and repeating the same mistakes and not learning. Instead of giving up, you ask, what car is missing? What is missing in terms of technique? You might have tried a different car. You were curious about it. That curiosity led to a breakthrough. You watched a new lap guide. You tried a new braking strategy, a new braking point. That led to a new discovery. That is progression. Your curiosity is necessary for continuous improvement. Without it, you're just repeating the same steps, which are the same mistakes you've made so far. You need to make new mistakes every time, and you can get there with being curious and trying out new things. With it, every single session teaches you something new. Curiosity is the difference between grinding and growing. Now, the second one sounds weird when I say it out loud, but stick with me because this one changed everything but whether I actually enjoyed iRacing or wants to throw my wheel out the window. Not literally, but nevertheless. And it's kindness. I'm not talking about kindness to other drivers, well, partially, but mostly I'm talking about kindness to yourself. Most people are brutal to themselves in iRacing. There's a lot of negative self-talk. Ooh, I suck at this. I'm so bad. Finished last. Why am I even trying this? One bad race. They rage quit. One off track, rage quit. Self-criticism becomes self-sabotage. You get angry, you stop learning. Anger clouds your judgment. And as we all know, anger leads to the dark side, and we don't want that. We want to stay on track. Kindness to yourself is the difference between learning and braking. You crashed at the Mazda races early on. You might not even have been able to go around the track a single lap without going off track. That's okay. Most people aren't able to do this when they start. But you have to make a choice. You could have raged and blamed the car, and instead you said to yourself, what did I do wrong? How do I fix it? How do I make the car stay on track and go around this track? Not going fast, but just stay on track. That kindness to yourself. You kept trying. That's what it means. You learned instead of quitting. Compare that to my Winton race. Right before it, I was ready to quit because there was a lot of negativity in the chat, in the voice chat, in the text chat, not at myself, but at others, and it was just a lot. But then the Winton race happened, and everyone was kind, supportive, wanted to have a good race, wanted to not ruin everyone else's race, and I realized that I'm not alone. There are other people out there who were just trying to get better at this. And that was nice. I realized I was not alone. You might have also had a moment where you realized you weren't alone in iRacing. Kindness to other drivers. That's allowing you to race cleaner. That's allowing you to stay in the race longer. That allows you to figure out who you can race more closely with, who you can race tougher with, and that allows you to then have better races and allows you to learn more. We have to be kind to our training partners so that they keep showing up as well and then help us get better in the process. Okay, third one. This one's not glamorous, it's not flashy, but it's the one that separates people who actually make it in iRacing from people who quit after a couple of months. And that's stamina. I don't mean physical stamina, I mean mental stamina. iRacing requires repetition. You don't get good in 3 months, you don't get good in a year, you get good in a couple of years, decades even. I look forward to the part where I have been doing this for decades. Currently, I've been doing this for about a year. I'm better than I was when I started. I'm better than I was a month ago. I'm not good, but I'm better. You perhaps also had weeks where you wanted to quit, especially after you tried a new car series and you struggled with it. But you kept showing up, not because every session was fun, but because you committed to the journey. That stamina is why you understand progression now. That is why you're able to take a car, try something new, and when you fail, you try again, and you do things differently, and you progress. Now you pick up a new car, and you get good at it much faster than you would have about a year ago, or in the past. This stamina is what separates one-hit wonders from people who are actually building something. It's not exciting, but it's everything. It's necessary for you to be able to make it through those tough times when you're acquiring a new skill. Okay, final one. This is the hardest one, and it's one that stops most people before they even start, and that's a willingness to look foolish. iRacing is a very public thing. You're racing against people from all around the world. If you're crashing or going off track or making a mistake, at least the people in your split will see it. They might laugh at you, but they should be kind, so they shouldn't laugh too loud at you. Nevertheless, if you're making a YouTube video about your iRacing journey, maybe a few dozen people will see it, maybe a few hundred if you're lucky. If you're a big one, thousands. If you're unlucky and you do something foolish on iRacing, then you happen to be on a live stream from one of the big YouTubers, several thousands of people might see you do something foolish in public. Everyone wants to look good. Everyone wants to post their wins, their clean races, their podiums, but growth requires being bad first. You have to crash, you have to get lapped, you have to finish last, you have to miss the apex. You need to spin out on cold tires, because the fastest drivers aren't the ones who look good all the time. They're the ones who comfortably look foolish, pick up the pieces, are kind to themselves, and go again. And they try something different to go again. Most people quit before they get past the looking foolish phase. Your willingness to look foolish is directly proportional to how fast you'll improve. So here's what you actually need to succeed in iRacing: curiosity, to keep learning new things, to keep learning and trying new things that will make you better, because if you do the same thing, you will get the same results. Kindness to yourself, to others, so that you can keep going and not talk yourself out of keeping going. Stamina. You need to stay consistent. You need to keep working when it gets difficult. You need to have the ability to continue to be kind to yourself even when things get rough, and you have to have the ability to be curious about things when you're plateauing. And lastly, you have to be willing to look foolish while you do all these other 3 things. Everything else, the wheel, the pedals, the $500 setup, well, that's just details. But if you have these 4 things, you don't just succeed at iRacing, you'll actually probably enjoy it a lot more. You build something, you find your people, you find the people you enjoy watching, you find the people you enjoy racing with, and you're having a good time. You find your community. And if you don't have them, no amount of gear will fix it. So if any of this resonated with you, let me know in the comments which ones of these 4 things you struggle with the most, which ones of these you agree with the most: curiosity, kindness, stamina, willingness to look foolish. I read all the comments. I want to know. Thanks for watching. See you on track.